If you've ever planned a family vacation, you know how painstaking the process can be. Trying to book a trip that everyone will enjoy, while simultaneously also trying not to break the bank, can be tough. A solution that my family has found is cruising. Cruises, in my opinion, are a great way to get the best bang for your buck. The price includes almost everything, you're not required to do anything once you're there, and of course, there's endless amounts of food. Planning a cruise may seem daunting, but as someone who has planned 9 cruises, I'm here to lay out the 3 simple steps. The 3 simple steps are choosing when you want to travel, choosing the length of your travel, and choosing where you want to go. My hope is that with this information, you can move forward and plan your perfect cruise. The crucial first step in planning a cruise is choosing when to travel. Unfortunately, the best time to travel and the cheapest time to travel aren't always the same. If you're a family with kids, traveling during the summer months may be the most convenient because this is when they're off school. But unfortunately, depending on the time of the year, due to supply and demand, prices vary greatly. The more people who want to go, the more that cruise lines can jack up the prices. In a December 2017 article posted on the travel tips section of USA Today, author James Rada Jr. explains that the best time to take a Caribbean cruise is from December to April because these are the driest months on the island. Hence, there's the least chance of having your fun adventures rained out. The cheapest time, though, is from late summer to fall because prices drop due to hurricane season. Hurricane season peaks in mid-August to late October, and most people don't want to be caught in that. On the flip side, though, the most expensive time to take a Caribbean cruise is in the early summer months and during holiday breaks when kids are off school. I have taken data from Carnival Cruise Line's website to illustrate this point. For a 5-day Western Caribbean cruise in July 2020, the starting price is $589. But for that same cruise in November 2020, the starting price is just $279, over a $300 difference. It is up to you and your travel group to choose what time of the year works best for you and plan from there. I will say, I've been caught in some hot summer rainstorms and they're not fun. This is definitely something to consider when planning your cruise. Moving on, the next step of planning a cruise, is choosing the length of your cruise. This is important because this affects other aspects of your trip, such as where you can go. Caribbean cruises typically last anywhere from 2 to 9 days, though some can last up to 14 days. Carnival Cruise Line's Help website explains that for an inexperienced cruiser who is nervous or anxious about the experience, a 2 to 3 day cruise is great to getting your feet wet, literally. It is also perfect for a weekend trip or a quick getaway, and of course, as this is the shortest option, it is the cheapest. If you're a family traveling with kids, a 5 to 7 day cruise may be best because it gives the whole family more time to explore. If you have money and time to spare, and of course a desire to travel far, 10+ day cruises are great. My personal favorite cruise length is 5 to 7 days because it allows you to relax, see more of the ship, and enjoy all of its amenities. Once you have completed these first 2 steps, you can move on to my favorite step, which is choosing where you want to travel. Cruises can take you almost anywhere. Hawaii, Alaska, Mexico, the Caribbean, the list goes on. According to Erica Silverstein, the senior editor at Cruise Critic, which is an esteemed cruise planning website and subsidiary of Independent Traveler Incorporated, the Bahamas is a great destination for first-time cruisers, as the islands are very close by, and of course these are typically the shortest cruises. The Caribbean itinerary is broken up into East First West, featuring different islands. These ships typically leave from Florida ports or New Orleans, and can be anywhere from 5 to 7 days or maybe even longer. There is also a southern itinerary, which are typically the longest cruises and the best ships. These typically leave from Puerto Rico. My favorite cruise destinations are St. Martin and Roatan, Honduras. These are definitely some of the most beautiful islands I've ever been to. In conclusion, the 3 steps to planning your perfect cruise are choosing when to travel, choosing the length of your travel, and choosing where you want to go. Once you've established this criteria for yourself, you can move on to finding your perfect ship and choosing a stateroom. You can also then go on and pick shore excursions, which are fun things to do at the islands, or you can just wait and see where the wind takes you. The world and ocean is your oyster. In just a few weeks, you could be leaving all your worries behind and island hopping your way to the best vacation ever. Thank you. Are there any questions?
Yeah, you brought up a lot of island destinations, but I was curious as to whether or not you could go elsewhere, mainland.
Yes, of course. I focus on Caribbean cruises because those are the most common and most popular, but there are also European cruises that take you to different countries and things like that.
Thank you.
Yes.
You talked about having to do nothing or buying nothing, but is all the food and drink free? Or?
There are plenty of free food options, but there are also more upscale restaurants that you make reservations for and pay for. Unfortunately, drinks are very expensive and not free on cruises. Anything else?
Thank you.
Thank you all.
Thank you.